Slaptail Squad, assemble.
If you are listening to this, you remember the great Slaptail Nation, my nation. And who am I? I'm the Beaveman, master of the universe, creator of all things great and small, and Lord High Commander of the great Slaptail Nation Army. And with me today, here in the Beaver Den, with an ass so fine it'll make you want to violate the first commandment, the Padme to my Darth Vader, the evil into my Skeletor, and the Harley Quinn to my ever-so-sane Joker. I give you the heart-shaped ass that is the elderly Swan. Say hello, Swan.
Hello, Swan. I don't think I'm elderly. I'm middle-aged. I'm gonna admit to that one.
Who decides if you're middle-aged? Tim?
Tim.
Yeah. Reaper? The
Tim
Grim Reaper's
Reaper.
little brother?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. According to science, apparently.
According to science.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But maybe I'm not quite middle-aged.
What you been up to?
Be 100.
What you been up to?
What have I been up to? I don't know. Just killing roaches.
Killing roaches?
Yep.
Is that like code
it's
for
like a metaphor.
Pot? Is that code for smoking pot?
I think so, but probably not.
Oh,
no.
All right. Also with us today, all the way from Fresno, California, he is the monotone with the microphone, the trailer park monster. The trailer park monster, the proponent of child labor, the godfather of Thin Mints, the dark lord of Browntown, and the grand commissioner of all things unholy. We give you J.D. Hutchins of the Slaptail Squad.
Thank you, Beaveman. Yet another flawless intro.
Sorry.
No mistakes.
I'll just edit that out and make it cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hence my power. That is my power.
As editor and producer.
As editor, producer, and everything else, yes.
Yes.
Also with us today, all the way from, where are you, Jamie?
Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, you're in Chicago right now. Okay. All the way from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, we give you Jamie Schreiner. Yay!
Hi!
Woohoo! Yeah! All right, Jamie, what is with this alluring outfit that you're wearing? There are men on this podcast.
I don't dress for the men. I dress for the girls and the gays and the days.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They're still looking, though.
Still looking. It doesn't really matter. She's like,
I'm going to pull it up so I can see the sparkles.
I pull it up. I make it a turtleneck.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
I go into it like a pillowcase.
Like a full bodysuit.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All
Some
right.
more.
All right. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was going to say, I put this on because it's really hot out in Chicago, and I haven't worn this yet. And I got it probably a couple months ago in an Instagram ads late night purchase.
Oh, you're
session.
one of those clickers.
I don't do that.
So is Beaveman. He's a clicker. He has all the things from Instagram. The algorithm's got his number. Ask him about the things that he's purchased.
What have you purchased?
Let's see, hair remover, which I like to use on my butthole. It's a little laser. It's a light emitting diode, so it's LED type. I've used that one. I've got. Let's see, what else have we got? I've got like various facial products that I've used. Let me see, fat sucker. I've used that one. Most recently, this one should be coming in the mail soon. Most recently, I got this survival book, but I got it because it's got canning in it, and it's all the stuff that you should can for long term. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then today, I got this niacinamide-based toothpaste that's supposed to make your teeth super white as opposed to using fluoride, which actually makes sense from a scientific standpoint because we know fluoride actually stains your teeth. People don't know that.
Where's niacinamide? I think I've seen these ads, though.
Yeah, you're probably going to get it.
Like they take a nasty Diet Coke thing and they drop it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one I saw was like it was a paper towel, and they put all these dark stains on the paper towel, and then they put the niacinamide toothpaste on the toothbrush and just started brushing it, and it was making them all of them white. Yeah.
Yeah, that would get me after a while.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to spend any money on online ads right now, but I have been notorious in the past for falling for it every time.
Yeah, I think that people should embrace it.
Yeah, you've bought dog
native sounds of Chirac there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the ambulance police went by to tell you, no, embrace it.
Don't buy it.
Jail.
Don't do it.
If you buy it, you're going to jail.
I do not fear jail. That's a lie. I totally fear That's a lie. I totally fear jail. And hopefully I will never go.
My friend Alexa, whenever she overspends, she says she's in budget jail. So that was a metaphor for just
Budget
jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Swan, can I make a small request?
Sure.
Please keep an eye on Beaveman while he's canning.
For what? Like to make sure he doesn't
Because-
explode?
We know he's it's not much of a leap for him to start canning shit.
Oh, yeah, that's gross. Why do we want to keep that for later?
I figured you would say body parts.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Pickled body parts.
Yeah.
When you get bored with those, I'm afraid of what you'll move on after.
I'm not gonna can Duke. It would just be a Dookie jar. I mean, haven't you seen what if your turd doesn't go down, what it turns the water into? You're not really canning something; it's just shit.
It's shit
He's already
water.
talking himself into it. See,
Who is so bad that they deserve to get a jar of fermented shit?
I think there's a lot of
Everyone
people.
A lot of
answer.
people. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of
Just think of
people.
one.
Blind Mike,
Oh,
I'm
ooh.
gonna send you a canned Duke. What do you think about that? Yeah, right. I've never even met the guy, but we're gonna send you let's
Ooh,
get your address.
and he's blind, so he's gonna open it up.
yeah, he's
Like, he'll be
legal.
it'll be so
Pretty sure.
like he's like, ooh, a nice gift. And
Yeah, take a big whiff there with your daredevil senses. That'll be fun. Yeah. That'll be
and
fun.
just like that, we're derailed already.
derailed.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, you know what?
Sorry.
I would be rude. You know what? Let me just let's get back on track. Back to Jamie. Jamie, you are like an what's a good word? You're like the opposite of a goth chick. How did you manage that? Like you took
That's
the
so
she's
funny to me.
pink. She's pink goth.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like the opposite. She's like, she has this look that JD likes, that JD and I also like.
I was gonna say, and you don't like goth
No,
chicks.
I'm just saying it's like JD and I love goth chicks.
Uh-huh.
But you're like
Yes.
a pink goth chick, kind of like. So you're like
It's like the rainbow best friend.
like the
That's what it
antithesis
is.
of goth. Is that what it is?
It's still goth beat, man. It's just a different variation.
Just a different shade.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
took her
is funny 'cause
inspiration from a Bratz
I was-
doll.
Yeah, I do love Brad dolls. I feel like also like Rainbow Bright, Sailor Moon, Hello Kitty. All of that is like goth adjacent. It's not goth, but it is adjacent.
Or like the Lisa Frank coloring books that Beaveman used to color in back in the day.
Yeah, Lisa Frank is a vibe for me as well.
Interesting.
How did I get this aesthetic though? Honestly, it started with I got these eyeglasses. They came in 2020 when the world was shut. And I pulled them out of the box and I put them on. And my now ex-husband, but at the time husband, was like, you look like a freak. But I kind of knew like a monster had been created. Because I had, prior to getting these glasses, like worn contact lenses, had blonde hair, tried to fit in with like the basic millennial aesthetic of the time. And then I think I got these glasses and I started trying to style around them. And then I started dyeing my hair bright colors. And then, yeah, I became like
Interesting.
the opposite to a goth.
So like you for you putting on your glasses makes you Supergirl or Superman. Taking them off, you're like,
Yeah.
you're back. Okay, that's cool. That's actually
Yeah,
really cool.
taking them off. I want to wear like all sweatpants and look like a woman feeding pigeons in the park.
Nice.
That's the two versions of me.
I
that
mean,
exist.
even if you do that and you work it, I'd still be hot for it.
I'm freaking dead.
Yeah, even if a homeless person works it just a little bit, I'm like, that's pretty good.
I mean,
It's looking
people
pretty
are
good.
people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People can have sex appeal
That's true.
regardless
So,
of
Beaveman,
their home situation.
Exactly.
You have the hots for the bird lady from Home Alone.
You watch her
No, I
face, you
don't
never
think-
know, buddy.
I don't think Home Alone. I will say I have had a tendency and a pattern to date people with questionable living situations. And that's something we're working on.
Something right. I was watching, was it Corn Baby? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I was watching that and laughing my ass off because of all of
Thank
your
you.
bad choices with music. Like your bad choices, and then you just make them into songs. That's very funny. The one where you can
It's
fix him,
funny.
and he's got all the secret. He's killed all these women. All these women are going missing, but he's your boyfriend or whatever. Yeah, that one's funny.
Yeah. I feel like it's like I don't want to empathize with the wives of serial killers, but I look at the men that I've dated, and I really can't judge. I really can't. But I would say, unfortunately, I'm thinking of my latest hour, which I just recorded in April, and a lot of it is still you laughing along with the horrible decisions I've made. So it's like, I don't know when we'll be in a new genre of my comedy. I think a lot of it does come from me not making the best choices.
No, that's why it's funny. It's relatable.
Yeah.
Because everybody can say they made bad choices.
Oh, yeah. I hope.
That's a whole point of comedy, right? Is to rope them in to make something that's completely relatable or that you could empathize with, and you're like, oh, I get it because I've done stupid shit.
Yeah. And I think we all do stupid shit. It's just a lot of people don't want to talk about the stupid shit they've done. And I think sometimes people talk about the stupid shit they've done in a way that's so deprecating, like self-deprecating that it's...
Oh, okay.
He thought you said defecating, so he was going back to shit in a jar. So
I stumbled on my words, so I was like repeating what I meant.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, so self-deprecating that it's kind of awkward. And so I think I try to toe this line of, you can tell I have self-esteem, I have self-confidence, but I also know I'm a fucking idiot.
Sure, yeah.
Like, I'm not the most reliable narrator.
Yeah, I like. It's one of those things where when people say, "Oh, you're so immature," I will say things like, "I'm not immature. I have a job. I pay taxes. I pay for the house. I'm a father. All these things. I'm just childish. There's a total difference. I'm completely childish, but I'm not immature."
Mm-hmm. And I think that that's the difference between like a comedian and a dictator. Because it's like we're saying crazy shit, but it's like a lovable dipshit versus like someone that's destroying the free world.
Right.
I think it's like we can get away with it.
There's a thin line between good stand-up gig and manifesto.
Right.
Yes.
And I think everyone should write a manifesto. I'm going to do a set about that. That's one of my ideas for a set is that everyone should write a manifesto. That's the beginning for the set. I just don't know where I'm going from there, but...
Oh, for sure. What would your manifesto be?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
You don't know? Yeah. That's fair.
All I really know about life in general is that I would like to be a cult leader.
a good kind of cult leader, though.
What's a good kind of cult leader?
Aren't you already a cult leader with this podcast?
No, because I don't have people who are doing everything I say.
Well, I would never do anything you say.
Exactly. So that means you're not a good cult follower. Yeah. No, but I would be very upfront and open with my cult because I would say the end goal is this, people: sex and money. Stop making it seem like it's something else when that's the goal that you finally eventually get to. Just be honest. I'm like, this cult is about this: sex and money, but mostly sex.
She's like, okay.
I'm trying to stay with you. I feel like, I guess it's like, I'm somebody who like, sex and money are great, but I feel like they are like a surface level way that we try to experience genuine connection.
Okay, you're wrong. And you couldn't be more wrong. Anyway, no, just kidding.
No,
I
it's
meant,
like,
what about power? Sex, money, and power? How about that? Is that better?
you know, you throw power in there and I'm like, okay, you got me. I'm on.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on board. It's a lack of power that I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I mean, power seems to be understood, but I guess I'll throw that one in. It's the that is the holy trinity of my cult: sex, money, and power. There.
Would it be like distributed equally between everybody, or is it like a tier system?
Oh no tier system. It's very specific. Everybody bang whoever you want. There's no tier system. You can't monopolize people, and absolutely no matter what, everybody has to be of age. You pieces of garbage out there who are molesting children. You should be. I'm gonna cut your fucking testicles off. Anyway, but no,
It is horrible.
Yeah,
that's happening.
Yeah, but no, it's all about that. And then Swan.
Yeah, Beaveman, protect the children. send them back into the workforce.
Yeah, 8 years old.
In
Back
the
to work.
in the industrial, sector.
Good old Arkansas. Send him back to work at 8.
Let's get that economy back where it used to be.
Let's make America shit.
And don't forget, let's turn the homeless into a self-sustaining
Food source?
food source. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Soylent Green is people. Soylent Green is people. Yeah. You always wonder what happens to them all. Where did they go? Where did they go?
Oh, God. I think the elements probably. Just aging, life. But there could be things I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. Did you know that if somebody dies, you can just drop them at a graveyard? And
I did not know that.
the caretakers will just take care of that body and put it in an unmarked grave? Isn't that fascinating?
Well, that opens some avenues for me.
Doesn't it? I mean, you got to make it look like they just died of natural causes, though, JD.
Oh.
Can't be something the police are... Well, then, of course, we would have to say the police are going to be doing a good job and they would actually investigate, but probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just have to get more creative, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is this nationwide or is this just in the state of Michigan?
I don't know. According to my son works for the city, and he is a caretaker for a cemetery. They cover all the cemeteries for the city, and yeah, people just drop dead bodies there, and then they go to work and they're like, oh, dead body over there. Then they have to call the police. The police do their cursory investigation, and they take care of that body, try to get it identified, whatever. But yeah, they just drop bodies at the cemetery.
That's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah. I didn't
Just
either until he
somebody's
told
like,
me.
I'm
I was
sorry. This is too inconvenient for me to call the police myself. I'm going to just drop this off. Let y'all take care of it. What?
like, yeah. It makes no sense. Plus, you know how heavy a dead body is?
Yeah, I did. Just call the police and have them take care of it.
It's freaking
I don't
heavy.
understand just dropping it.
It's not like the body's helping you lift. It's
Dead weight?
Hence the term. Yeah, exactly. Hence the term dead
Literally.
weight. Yeah, literally, it is very hard to lift a dead body.
And especially if you get someone shaped like Swan, it's going to be very bottom heavy.
Damn!
JD, that's harsh. That's harsh, JD.
I meant in a good way.
I mean, I'm going to not
Bottom
be
heavy
mean
is
to
never
you.
a bad thing. It's
No,
just
I mean-
still rude.
It is, but that's okay. We were talking about his cup size last podcast, so it's okay. He's at least a double D, so
No, those are...
those are probably
Ds.
C cups.
You think
Yeah.
they're C's?
I
I don't
mean,
know, but they're heavy.
he's got side boob. He's got to just shove it forward.
I
So
don't
The
know.
heavy naturals.
yeah,
I wouldn't know. It's been so long since I've touched a boob. I wouldn't know what it's like.
That's
true. It's true.
my side boob.
That's your side boob.
Nice
Yeah.
job. It looks great on you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it, I believe it's comedian Dan Cummings says, from the front, I look like somebody that works out. But from the profile view, I look like somebody who shouldn't because it might hurt the baby.
And that joke was stolen by JD Hutchins of the Slaptail Squad. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He gave credit.
Stole it
Yeah,
fair
he
and
did.
square.
He
Did
did.
give credit,
He gave
yeah.
credit. He put his spin on it, and I like it. It's great. Should we ask Jamie anything about her comedy, or just keep bullshitting?
I don't know. Go
I
ahead.
do love a
Okay.
little bullshitting.
Okay, I love bullshitting myself. We've started a war. We'll fill you in on that one. The show that I had you do, Mind Dog, Coffee with a Dog,
Yeah.
Mind Dog TV, they had a guest that was supposed to be on there that is like a comedy, I guess a comedy critic.
Mm-hmm.
And he was watching one of the members, GD Fenderson, his special that he did when he first became a comedian. He took this major undertaking and did like a 2-hour comedy special, and he'd only been a comedian for like less than a year. Major undertaking. So that's out on like YouTube or whatever, you can watch it. And so they've been dissecting it and basically talking shit, is my understanding. I'm just kind of filling in the blanks here. And so they were going to have the guy on who runs the podcast so that GD and him could confront each other. And so the entire time we're all saying, as fans of Coffee with a Dog, that this guy's never going to show. He's just, you're building it up. He's not going to come on the show. Day of the show, I listen to the podcast, or listen to their show, and it's not a podcast. I listen to it every morning in between when I'm like charting on patients. And so the whole time was like, yeah, he's not going to show. Didn't show. He was late, didn't show. And then he gave them all these excuses why he couldn't get on. So I'm like, okay, it's very easy to get on. They literally send you a link. You open the link, you get on, whatever. So after trying to get him on for like a good 20 minutes, finally I just said to one of the guys, I said to Steven, send me the link. I'll prove you can get on immediately. He sent me the link. I popped right on. I'm like, see, this guy is a pussy. He just didn't want to be on the show. And then he popped on like a minute later, coincidentally, which I'm like, yeah, you popped on because I called you out. We called you out. And that's why you all of a sudden popped on, had no problem.
Yeah.
So I just said, he's a pussy. I got to pop off. Because obviously, if you put too many people on StreamYard, it really clogs shit up. Even though you can have 10 people, my ass. So I popped off. And then this guy calls me out on his podcast saying I'm a coward. Because I popped off after I called him a pussy. I'm like, well, first of all, Blind Mike, I'm not a coward. Ask anybody. And I'm definitely not afraid of you. But if you want to start a war, you want to keep the war going, we're fine with it. Who all says
So
I to war?
This is like a Kalamazoo, Michigan comedy war right now.
No, we're from Kalamazoo. I don't know where he's from. I don't know. Underpass?
But it's just like...
I freaking don't know.
within the players of this show.
Yes.
The coffee show that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not on their show. He was just a guest. So
I see.
The coffee guys, the Mind Dog TV guys, they want us to broker a peace, and I'm like, fuck that. We enjoy conflict. Don't be squad.
Yes, we like
That's
conflict.
why we're called a squad.
And we band together even when we really don't agree with the other person.
Yeah.
But we agree in this case.
That's right. Yeah. So should I say an apology? Should I issue an apology?
I mean, that would be the right thing to do, right?
Okay, I'll start the apology.
And then we can all fill in. And
Yes,
Jamie doesn't even know.
Jamie, you don't participate. This has nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with this shit.
This has nothing to do with Jamie Schreiner. She's a perfectly pleasant young lady.
Blind Mike really doesn't want it from Jamie because she comes from Chi-Town, and you know she keeps that thing on her.
But where does she keep it?
Oh my god!
I am so horny right now. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna add you to my playlist.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you.
Christian, but I'm gonna learn about
I'm gonna pray
God
for you.
tonight to pray for you.
Ooh, that sounds sexual. She's like, I'm gonna learn about.
I didn't mean it to, but yeah, it's like one of those things that's like.
You're not helping. You're not helping.
Okay. All right. Let me start the apology.
Okay.
Let me start the apology. Swan, who wants to go after me? Swan or JD?
JD.
JD, you want to go after me?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Blind Mike, let me say from the bottom of my heart that I'm sorry that you were insulted when I called you a pussy. I'm sorry that you took it so seriously. And maybe it's because you're irritated from all that sand in your vagina. Maybe it's because you got dropped on your head too many times as a baby. Maybe it's because your bowels have been so clamped up for the past week that you haven't been able to shit. I don't know. But I will tell you this. I am sorry that you're such a fucking pussy.
Okay. JD.
So, Blind Mike, I haven't had the wonderful opportunity to be graced with your presence yet. However, you came after the man, my boy, the creator of all things great and small here in Slaptail Nation. And we can't stand for that. So, take this as an open invitation to come on the Slaptail Squad and explain your actions. And lay everything bare for Slaptail Nation. And we'll leave it up to Slaptail Nation if they want to forgive you or not. If not, you can expect more of this similar content on a weekly basis. So I hope you enjoy.
Can I throw in something?
Sure.
You gonna get in this rumble? You tagging into this rumble? Is that what's happening?
Blind Mike, I just wanted to say I was invited as a guest on this podcast. And they've spent the entire podcast talking about you. So you must be doing something right. Thank you.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay, so I don't know you, Blind Mike, but that's fine. You don't know us either. So our podcast is comedy. So if you take anything seriously from us, that's where you're making a mistake anyway. But We don't learn anything. You don't learn anything. Our podcast is comedy and it's fun. So my apology is, again, much similar to Beaveman's, and we're sorry that you got butt hurt for no reason because someone called you a pussy. And if that's all it takes to get butt hurt, you might actually be a pussy. I listened to about 5 minutes of your rant about how you were mad that he called you a pussy. We as a squad, I guess, called you a pussy. The one thing I didn't like about you, I'm sorry that your voice sounds like Short Bus Grover. I'm sorry for that. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, we won't talk about it anymore. Short Bus Grover out. Or short. And I would like to point out also that we didn't just spend the entire podcast talking about that. There was many times, there was quite a bit of times when I was doing my best to make Jamie uncomfortable by sexualizing her. Thank you.
And it worked.
It's Pride Month, so she's feeling extra pink today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling extra pink and extra the male gaze. It's June. Just
Sassy?
give me till July at least.
You feeling a little sassy?
Yeah. I'm always feeling sassy though. I'm always feeling extra.
Extra?
That was the hand flip.
That was it.
Are you? Like if I see another person who's queer, I want to be like, are you?
Family?
Yeah, are we in the mafia together? Little.
Well, I think people should sympathize with me.
Yeah.
As a,
Don't get on it, or you're gonna be
JD's
demonized.
gonna do it too.
He's
Go
gonna
ahead,
feel
JD.
demonized
Say
here
it, JD.
soon.
Say it,
He's
JD.
gonna feel
Go ahead.
demonized soon.
What were you gonna say, JD?
no, I was going to say, as a juggalo, Swan threw me off because she said family, and that means something completely different.
Oh,
to us.
okay, all right, okay. I thought you were gonna defend me, but I guess not.
Family,
He already defended you.
family,
He
family.
defended you already.
What did I say? What was I saying? Oh, I
That we should
feel-
sympathize for you.
You should sympathize with me. Let me tell you why.
Oh boy.
So Jamie is headlining our show on the 14th.
We're pretty excited about that. I'm
Of course.
excited about
I'm
it.
really
Super
excited.
excited. We're all very excited.
Yeah, since we spent this whole podcast, plugging her and building her up.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that now. For the rest of the podcast, this is all the Jamie show. This is the Jamie show. There's no more Blind Mike. Who is that? He's dead to us.
Why are you bringing it up again?
I was bringing it up for the last time. This is the rest of this podcast from now on is the Jamie show.
Thank you. I would say I'm more so just. I am so non-confrontational that I've had several occasions where someone's heckling me at a show, and members of the audience will address the heckler because they feel bad watching me try to do it. So when there's any kind of conflict going on, I'm like, I'm good. Unless I have which I have information, but it's like, I'm not that involved in it to want to take a side or weigh
That's
in.
gay.
Yeah, that's gay.
Yep. You're damn right. I am.
You not getting involved in confrontation reminds me of when I watched some of your clips and how you were like, when you woke up at the house and you're like, oh, wait, this is my house, your house. Oh, wait, I'll leave. Oh, wait, it's your house.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Jamie, you don't have to worry about being non-confrontational because as the newest minted member of Slaptail Nation, we got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're confrontational. We're good.
yeah, we got your back.
We're good. Well, I'll gladly go to your show if somebody heckles you. I'm like, shut the fuck up and sit down.
It's just
Jamie's mom.
earlier in the show. It has been not my mom. My sister has heckled me at a show though,
Oh, damn.
and I was like,
Nice.
"You dumb bitch, shut up."
Oh, that's
But
terrible.
all I was gonna say is I'm hard of hearing, so I hate it's a nightmare scenario for me to be heckled because I can rarely understand what people are saying as is. Let alone if somebody's drunk, they're usually slurring, and hecklers are usually drunk.
Right.
You got to be a little fucked up to be running your mouth like that. And so yeah,
What
the
was
thing
that?
was
I didn't hear what you just said. Kind of hard hearing.
Oh, yo.
it was a good.
I think
give
maybe
it.
that you just figured out how to take care of your hecklers, though. You'd be like, what'd you say? Oh, wait, I can't hear you. That's because you don't have the microphone and you aren't getting fucking paid to do this show. Now shut the fuck up.
That's a good. I've done that, or I've done like pretending I can't hear them and saying that they said something you didn't say that makes them look stupid. That's kind of works sometimes. It's just like sometimes when it's just general yelling noise, it's really like I've had people before be like, "We want another song. Get to the next song," and I'm like, "I'm about to. If you would shut the fuck up." Like, god damn.
I've never been heckled, but I feel like that would be fun. But also, I feel like I have just one thing that I would say that would get them to shut up anyway.
What's your thing you would say?
I'd be like, Mom?
That's pretty good.
I told you guys not to let my mother in here. Because it doesn't matter what, nothing anybody could say could crush me.
The mom one. What if like the mom
childhood.
one you could say to a man, to a woman, to a
yeah.
non-binary person, anybody, it's funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh my god, Mom?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in years. Like, what the fuck?
I told you guys, I should gave you a picture. Don't let her fucking in. Yeah.
I feel like Beaveman is the worst comedian to come heckle anyways because he's all about the cringe and he's just going to welcome anything that happens.
Yeah, that's true too.
And just make it part of his set.
Yeah.
That is true. Anyway, back to why you should all feel bad for me or sympathize with me. Not feel bad for me because I'm lucky that I get to do this. But so our show on the 14th, Jamie is headlining.
Mm-hmm.
We got Danny Lang featuring, and we had another comedian, bless her heart, she had to drop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're at crunch time, and I fully knew that, of course, our host, who features headlines, all that other stuff, like I can just shift her to do the opening act, which means I will have to host. And this is why you should feel sympathy for me.
Get out your little violin real quick.
Yes, get out the violin. Because I have to take the stage with all these funny, beautiful, hilarious folks for this LGBTQ show, and I'm a straight dude. So I'm the token again, just like I was last year. So I'm the token straight guy. And so I am going to have to work out so hard over the next 10 days just to look good while I'm up on stage so that maybe, just maybe, someone will give me a nice compliment as a straight man when I get off the stage.
Well, not only that, but good luck convincing you people you didn't insert yourself into your own show that you're promoting.
I know.
I mean, I feel like that's number
gain.
one right there. But he's also upset that, in the past 20-ish years, he hasn't been hit on by many non-straight people, where back in the day, he used to get hit on by a lot of non-straight people because he's pretty, the old term of metrosexual looking. And
it happens to all of us, Beaveman. We all lose a step with age.
I know. Sad.
That's the real underlying truth right there.
Yeah, it's hard.
Hey, I'm not going to get up there and look ugly. That's all I'm saying. I have to try really hard. I only got a few days left.
You're going to have to pull out your loudest tracksuit for this show, Beaveman.
I don't have any. I gave them all away.
No.
Yeah, they don't fit anymore. I gave them gave them away this weekend to my cousin because he's super
Well, you know what
tiny.
that means. Time to
Time
order.
to
New
New
tracksuit.
Time for shopping. Time to go shopping. Tracksuit.
He's going online shopping.
Yep.
You're going to have to.
I only go to one place to get the tracksuit anyway.
Yeah, they're online.
Yeah, I know.
He's an Adidas boy. He likes that 3-stripe life.
3-stripe life, yo.
Yeah.
Is this the show where you unveil the 2 mic bit?
Yes, the 2 mic bit and my set about Kiss. What do you think about Kiss, Jamie?
The band.
I knew you
The
meant the
band,
band. I was going to say, I feel like neutral. I can't say chaotic good, chaotic evil. I have no thoughts about Kiss. I don't really think about Kiss.
She threw in some D&D terms there, JD.
I can't be mad at it.
She's also avoiding conflict, which we all just learned that she doesn't
When I
like.
think also
We're gonna have
Kiss,
to-
I just don't know enough to have an opinion either way. If you brought up something that I like strongly was angry about, like I think the recent director's cut of the Muppets Christmas Carol, like the Muppets Christmas Carol movie, when they edited it for Disney Plus, they cut out the song "The Love Is Gone," and it ruined the narrative arc of the story. And that's the shit that pisses me off. And I will talk about that till the cows come home. But a lot of stuff doesn't really work me up.
Well, no one can say you don't stand for anything, Jamie.
You're damn right.
There you go.
I agree with you. Why do they do that? That annoys me too. Like, they did that with, okay, so Return of the Jedi. It used to be when you would see the Force ghosts at the end, it was the old Anakin, you know, as an aged man. And then they redid it where it's showing the young Anakin. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you have to fuck with anything? Stop fucking with shit. Just like they redid it where in Empire Strikes Back, Boba Fett's talking. I don't remember Boba Fett talking in the original Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Which I know for sure he's not because they used the voice of the guy who plays he's the same voice for all the clones, Boba Fett, and all that other stuff. I'm like, this is bullshit. Leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah, why we just add random shit later? I don't get that.
They're trying to like tie together that storyline to make it seem like it's always been there.
It's just another way of them showing us that they can just revise things. It's just another way of implanting revisionist history into us. Saying, oh, you don't remember. It wasn't like that. It was like this. Don't you remember?
I mean,
there's a conspiracy theory for you.
yeah, I mean, I think it's like a Mandela effect adjacent, that idea. And I don't think it's something that they're like hiding that they're doing that. I think they're very clearly doing that. I mean, like the most recent one that happened is the Robin Hood movie. It's on HBO or Mac. They got rid of the openings thing that talks about standing up to tyranny. It's just blurred out now.
You mean like the one with Kevin Costner?
Yeah, I
that
think
Robin
so.
Hood movie?
Yeah,
Really?
it's one of those ones where it's like, I watched a TikTok, so I could be full of shit, but I Googled it and I looked at like news articles reporting on it as well. And they did like blur out that text from the beginning of the movie. But it's like, we all know what Robin Hood's about. You can blur out the text. It's still about stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Well, I thought it was about Kevin Costner being hot.
That too.
I thought it was about Kevin Costner starting off with an English accent for about 5 minutes of the movie and then immediately reverting back to his American accent.
Couldn't commit, dude. That's
It was hilarious.
Voices
Like, yeah,
are
there's
hard.
5 minutes. 5 minutes of accent. Real good job.
It's hard to
Impressive.
stick to an accent, but he does a really good job of not doing that, is what you're saying.
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't really matter how well he did because we all know the gold standard is Robin Hood men in tights.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty dope.
You're not beating that.
True.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Although there's a pretty good Robin Hood scene in Shrek
Oh, that's one of my favorite moments of Shrek.
where Fiona just
Is that the,
majorly kicks ass.
The Fiona fight scene.
Yeah.
Well, in Shrek, honestly, there's several things that got me interested in writing funny music. But the music in Shrek, the little songs that are sung throughout are so, like, they're funny as a kid, but as an adult, when you learn what they all mean, you're like, God is so clever. Because it happens so quick that the kids can't really hear it, but the adults in the theater are probably like, oh my God, this rules.
Shrek was the first movie I took my son to. And I was just dying the whole time. Like, this movie's freaking awesome.
That explains a lot, Beaveman.
About me or my son?
Both of you and his sense of humor.
Thank you. I tried.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part, like song from Shrek? Like if you
It's probably a tie between the Robin Hood song and the part where Fiona's singing to the bird and the bird explodes.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
pretty
a
funny.
great, this parody of like the Disney princess stuff.
I think my favorite is the, it might be from the second movie, the Duloc song.
That is my favorite
That is
song
the
too.
first, it's still the
It's
first
the first
movie.
movie.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Welcome
that's my
to
favorite.
Duloc. Yeah, that's a good one.
And
Wash
with your face.
face.
I'm like,
Yeah, that movie's so good. I wonder how many times I've seen that movie. It's got to be tons.
I will say they have this theater in Chicago. It's like an art house theater called the Music Box. And they did like an adult cult classic screening of Shrek. And it was just like me, a bunch of other goth girls, bisexuals, Dungeons and Dragons fans just yelling every line of the movie. It was one of the most fun movie I've ever went to see.
Yeah, that would be a blast. Was there a lot of corsets in attendance?
Yes, there's corsets. It was like Ren Fair attire.
Why can't I get goth friends? Jesus. JD and I are both like, please, God, why don't we?
You want an invite next time?
Yeah, next time, can I be invited as the token straight guy?
It's funny because I didn't really go with that many people. I just went with my friend Emily, who she's in a lot of my sketches online. And she's basically like a lesbian from Louisville, if I had to summarize her in like a few words. And so she's sitting there and she's like, what the fuck did you take me to, James? This is fucking crazy. Just like tripping on mushrooms, like, what the fuck? I didn't know this many adults knew every word to Shrek.
Fuck yeah, I do. Hell yeah. Shrek is awesome, dude.
I missed the boat on the whole Rocky Horror Picture Show thing, and I want to go back in time just to experience it once.
I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Me too.
And so does Baby Swan. Baby Swan and I dressed up with her college friends and went this last year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I would pay to go back in time and experience that live in the theater.
It comes in the theater still. I mean, obviously it's going to be the 50th anniversary this year, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jamie, let's go.
No, I would love to go. I was in a shadow cast in college. I used to play Magenta.
Cool.
Ooh,
It's really fun.
That's one of my favorite. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved it too.
I'll have to show you pictures.
I want to see your pics.
Let me just go out on the record and say
JD.
Right now, I think Tim Curry's an icon before he passes away. So after he passes away, when everyone jumps on social media and talks about how great Tim Curry is.
It's 1975, so it's
Is Tim
totally
Curry alive?
50 years.
Tim Curry's still alive?
Yeah, he's still kicking.
Oh, okay.
He's just saying preemptively.
Preemptively?
He's not doing well in the health department, but
I didn't know he worked for the health department.
Hilarious.
Anyway, so Jamie, what can we be expecting from you in the future? You think you're going to break? You think you're going to be like hit the big time here? You're pretty much traveling now, so would you say you're like a semi-pro comedian now?
I thought you meant like have a mental break.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, that's possible too.
That's so personal. No,
she's like, as far as career stuff though, I mean, I've been doing this for 8 years, and all I'm trying to do is just put out stuff that's, funny, but also like up to my high standards for myself, and I'm proud of, while also like trying to not take myself too seriously, and sometimes just put the stuff out, because it's like at a certain point, if you over nitpick it, it's just never gonna get out.
Right.
So yeah, it's like I can't predict the future, but I do feel like if I continue putting out quality stuff and like showing up and doing a good job at shows, I'd like to see myself in a position where I'm touring pretty regularly and I'm bringing friends on the road and we're selling out shows. That's what I've been working towards. Awesome. And so hopefully, like timestamp, a year from now, I'll be doing that at a higher level than I am right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think that what you're doing in general is going to get you somewhere for sure. I think so.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you.
It's nice because, being in, a lot of people are like, oh, there's not, the Midwest isn't comedy, blah, 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 blah. I beg to differ. I'm like, I've run into lots of people who are freaking hilarious from Chicago, Detroit, Grand Rapids. Mm-hmm. Tons and tons of funny people. I'm like, oh, no, there's a shitload of funny people.
Yes. I totally agree. Yeah, and I think it's also like people who are from this part of the country, we can talk about what it's like being from here in a way that is more relatable than people from other places.
Yeah.
Like, if you're trying to go for like broad general relatability, I do think Midwesterners like have certain life experiences that even if they go to bigger cities and bigger scenes, they're just able to have this like warm endearingness that comes from being from the Midwest.
Oh, yeah. I found that very often that when I do sets, I'm very warm and endearing. And people are like, you know what? This guy he just reminds me of the guy next door and so neighborly and so wholesome. Wholesome is a great word to describe me. Thank you, JD.
He absolutely does not have bodies in his basement at all.
Oh,
They're not in the basement. They're in the backyard, JD.
well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore. Now he figured out you can drop him off at the cemetery.
You can literally just drop them off.
That's
Drop 'em
still
off. It's
crazy.
not a problem.
I can't believe that, but I guess I have to because their son said so.
Yeah, I totally believe him.
And as you learned earlier, everything we say is true.
Yeah.
In
Absolutely.
Fact.
Fact.
F-A-K-T.
Verified, fact-checked,
Fact.
based in reality.
Every time.
Right, exactly.
100%.
Every word.
Now, Jamie, I'm assuming that you've thoroughly researched us before you decided that you were going to do a show for us. And everything is up and up on the level. You have no worries whatsoever
No, I
of coming here to do
I
this
feel
show.
super excited. Especially like Kalamazoo is a really cute, awesome place. I'm excited to be back in Kalamazoo. Excited to be working with y'all. I love working with Danny. I'm excited that he's on the show too.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
So yeah, I plan to just show up, do my thing.
Awesome.
That was an excellent sidestep of the original question.
That was
The
her
research?
non-confrontational answer.
Her not. Exactly. That's.
I mean,
what do you call
honestly,
that? Verbal jujitsu.
You reached out to
Yes.
me.
A little bit.
I love headlining and I love Kalamazoo. So I was like, hell yeah. And then Robin had
Like,
messaged
I'm
me
there.
and said, oh, my friend John is going to reach out to you. And I was like, oh, I already did. I agreed to do the show. And then, yeah, that was pretty much enough for me. Robin's vote of confidence was enough for me.
Yeah, I'm very happy that she gave that vote of confidence because I don't really know her. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna reach out to her and see if she knows anybody. And that's how we do it anyway. Because my wife and we go see a lot of comedy because we're primarily trying to put shows on.
Absolutely.
Like I would never call myself a stand-up comedian. I do stand up. I've done it for 2 years. Actually, we just hit my anniversary, didn't we?
You did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was yesterday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that was my anniversary. It was yesterday. And apparently every year, everybody's like, you need to keep track of how many shows you do. I'm like, I've never done that, but I might try it this year. We'll see. But primarily, we just go to see shows. We go to see shows, scout comedians, and then we get opinions from everybody else. And then a lot of our friends who are in the comedy scene who are comedians, if they see somebody who's really funny, they'll usually message me and be like, hey, you need to check out this person. So that's usually how we kind of, if we can't see him in person or if we don't happen to get to see him in person, I mean, clips are great, but I try to see people and take other people's words for it and get their opinions.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's like seeing
People that are like me.
somebody in person versus a clip. It's always going to be better in person.
Yeah. It's just the whole energy of the experience.
But yeah, I guess my non-confrontational energy is, I apologize I didn't do more research, but as soon as you said it was a pride show, I was like, they don't hate gay people. And Robin
no,
said
we
y'all were
don't.
cool. So I was like, that's good enough for me.
As far as she knows, we are very cool. I think she meant cold. You're very cold. They're very cold.
Cold.
It's true, we are very cold.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Now, somebody asked me, it was the other day, somebody asked me, it was my dog, actually. It was Matt. He's like, why you're not gay? I'm like, that is true. He's like, you're not bi, you're not LGBT, you're none of that stuff. I'm like, true. He's like, why do you put so much effort into doing these pride shows? It's our third one.
Because we're not fucking assholes.
What's that?
Because we're not assholes.
Because we're not fucking assholes.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, like, I basically said, for me, it's kind of like an evolution of who I am as a person. Because I was born in 73, so I grew up in the 80s, in the early 90s, went off into the army, all that other stuff. And I'm like, yes, I knew gay people existed. I'm not an idiot. But when I was in the army, it was during the don't ask, don't tell period. So you knew there were people who were gay, but there was no way in hell you were going to find out they were gay.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they were, there's a good chance something bad would happen to them.
Yeah.
Not for me, but in general, there's a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then so as soon as I got out of the army, the first job I had, the manager was gay and the head bartender was gay. And so I was exposed to them, and I was like kind of tripped out about it. And I was like kind of upset with myself too. I was like, why am I freaked out? And then my next job was the same way. Why am I freaked out? And then I just started to kind of evolve my thinking a little bit.
That's really great.
Which is good. Yeah, because if I look back at how I was back then, I'm like, that's pretty sad. I mean, I was still very horny back then, but I was very, but I was very like, I'm like, why do gay people make me? And by the time Swan met me, you could tell I had no problem with gay people at all, right, Swan?
Yeah. No.
So I was like, if a dude hit on me, I was like, nudging Swan. I'm like, that dude just hit on me. Check it out. See?
Yeah.
See, people do think I'm attractive. See?
No, but
Yeah. Well,
I think it's like, it was a different time, but it's awesome that the life experiences that you had led you to being accepting and tolerant. And it sounds like even an ally. I don't want to speak on your behalf, but it does sound like you're an ally for the community, I would hope.
you said the two words that he doesn't like, we don't need to accept you. We don't need to, what was the other word? Tolerant of you. Like, you're a freaking person. Like, we don't give a shit if you're black, white, green, purple, gay, straight, religious, not religious, whatever. Just be a fucking human and a good human. Don't be an asshole. Like, that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the whole point. If you are an asshole, then we're going to tell you you're an asshole. I'm like, I don't care what you are.
We'll even tolerate you being an asshole to an extent.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah, not a.
You can be an asshole, but not a shitty human.
Yeah.
Well said, Swan.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about that question just a little bit more, and if I'd had more time, I know it's dumb to like write down a response to a question, but if somebody was to ask me that question again now, I would still say that. But I think one of the other things that's important for me to say is that when I was practicing in town, I was the only one who would help trans people transition with medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my most, one of the most rewarding things that I did. And I could just imagine people being like, well, it's not like you were working, back in the ER and you're saving lives. You're just doing this thing. And I'm like, no, but I am saving lives by helping someone be who they want to be. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's more likely to save a life than, any other type of thing that I would do because of, how bad the suicide rates are and how people can't accept other people. And that's just it's too much to take, or the violence in general. And I tell people, like, the people I helped transition, you couldn't tell. You'd have to like really try hard to figure out that they were transitioned people. So it's like little works of, art that I helped sculpt a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah. Like helping people become who they are is really beautiful.
And there's some people who can't become what they are. Like, I can't be a foot taller.
You can't not be an asshole.
Your words have stung me.
Have they?
And
do you feel demonized now?
And I feel like I must now go to war with you.
Okay. Cool.
For the cruelty.
Excellent.
The cruelty that has
Swan's at the top of the list.
Has been manifested upon me. So
yeah.
Therefore.
Cool. I don't think I like what you were like telling your origin story of being accepting. I'm like, no, I don't think that you're accepting. Like you just decided that people are people. But I don't think I ever knew that was a thing, because I my best friend growing up, we knew he was gay since we were 3. We grew, so I don't, and like later in life and whatever, like my dad told us he's bi, like, which we all knew. Like it didn't like, it wasn't a thing. It was just normal part of life.
Yeah.
Well, I think you knew because you caught him pounding some dude.
No, those were just friends. They were just friends.
They were wrestling.
They were naked wrestling. Leave them alone. And it's always like my family was never judgy about anything because they're probably more fucked up than most families. So they had no room to judge. So
that's what makes you judgy.
Huh?
That's what makes you judgy.
I think my background's similar to Swan. Like,
your dad was pounding some dude? You caught your dad pounding some dude?
No, not that aspect of it. However, he was in the Navy for a while, so who knows. But just growing up in California, and especially the Central Valley in particular, like, there's so much diversity here. Like, I was around people of all walks of life at the earliest stages of life, so it's like, everyone's different. Like, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word. Good.
Yeah, unlike that. I think that's.
Do you want to tell us your gay origin story? No, I'm joking.
I mean, mine is not as cool. I wish it was cooler, but I came out
So,
as.
Swan, see what happened was she bought some glasses and put them on.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
she
not
transformed.
it. Nah, it's,
She got bit by a gay spider.
no, I was 14 and I told my mom that I was bisexual, which I think now I'm probably more likely pansexual, but that wasn't a word when I was 14. My mom was like, "Oh, I just thought you were a lesbian because you keep wearing those ugly baseball shorts." So like, no one was
So,
shocked.
Jamie,
They thought I was more
This was
gay.
anticlimactic for you.
Jamie, as a pansexual, do you prefer Teflon or cast iron?
Oh, is that what that meant? I thought it meant that she dug Peter Pan.
Neither of those.
Hey, honestly, Beaveman, I would fly too if you panned me in the Peter.
You would definitely jump. You might try to fly.
Yeah. No. I think it just means that I'm attracted to people's personalities and like the vibe I get off of them more than a specific gender.
Okay.
So Beaveman and I are out.
Yeah. We're too confrontational for her.
Maybe she likes that though. Someone has to make a decision if she can't.
Yeah. No, I do need somebody to be a little bit more. And I
that's
do
funny.
make decisions. And I am confrontational.
She's like,
I just
"Motherfucker, I
don't
make
like to have a horse in a race that has nothing to do with me, if that makes sense. That's when
Sure.
Yes.
I try to pick and choose when to crash out. And it's very rare, but when
Yeah.
I do, you don't want to be within radius.
The wrath is big. The wrath is big.
It makes me think of like when the little princess in Enchanted gets angry and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm angry."
The last thing you see is a flash of pink and you're done.
Done.
A little pink ninja.
Toast.
Swan, can you tell us your origin story of when you became asexual?
Yeah.
That
What
was
year did she marry you, Beaveman?
Good point.
2005.
I feel like it was before that, JD. Thank you, though.
No, it wasn't. Well, I mean, it might have been. I'm not asexual. I just don't want to have sex with you.
Oh, well, okay. That's all right. But you also don't want to have sex with anybody else.
I had sex with myself just a couple days ago.
Well, good for you, Swan.
Yeah, you're
Good
welcome.
for you, Swan. Good for you. I hope you didn't beat the shit out of that raisin. Too bad.
I didn't. I used my new toy. It's great. So
Mash that raisin.
yeah, I'll give props to the rose toy. It's very nice.
DJ Swan on the ones and twos.
No, but the rose is the truth.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier for a man to piss me off and never talk to me again. I'll never talk to him again because I'm like, I have a rose. Why would you talk to me crazy?
I'm fine with that. That's why I was telling Swan, I'm like, I'm just going to get an AI girlfriend who says what I want her to say because it's just a direct reflection of my own thoughts.
So she's gonna like belittle you?
Sure. If I ask her to, she will.
That's what turns Beaveman on.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's AI. It keeps learning. Do you not understand what it's doing?
Ooh, it's gonna be real bad when you're like, "Oh, mom, no."
What?
Because your mom belittled you forever.
Well, I didn't like my mom belittling me. I don't think you understand what sexual belittling is.
Ah, okay. Clearly not.
Like a
No,
degradation, Kent? Is that what you're talking
Did you say
about?
defecation?
We're going back to
My
defecation.
God.
No, if you
I'm
like
supposed
that,
to be one.
that's
Swan, hide the jars.
canning.
No, just kidding.
We don't need Beaveman producing Jinkum in there.
That's gross. So gross.
I do need to take off in a little bit.
Okay,
Okay.
that's okay.
We can let you.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
We can finish without you.
Yeah, just make
We
sure.
have a
She just
rose.
doesn't want
You
to
have a
admit that
rose?
she's melting to death in her car.
I thought she was fanning for me. I was like, oh, that's so cute for her. She's like trying to look super attractive for us. That was so nice for her.
Yeah.
She's flipping her hair, fanning herself.
Unfortunately, it's just really hot outside, and I don't have AC in my car.
You know, Beaveman, it's pretty warm in the arid deserts of Chirac.
It's much better when you do it than when JD does it. When
Yeah,
JD
do it,
does
JD.
it's
Let me
like,
see.
ugh.
Do the fanning. Ah, love it.
Now swab your folds.
I
There
say,
you go.
JD, you're in Fresno, so I won't see you on the 14th. But I'll see Swan and
No.
John.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you
I'll
will
be
see
there
us.
in spirit.
Why?
Yes.
I will see your spirit, and I will see both of you in real life. And I'm excited. It'll be super fun.
Exactly. And yeah.
Thank
we're
you
excited
for
to
Where
have
can
you.
we find you? Where can all your fans find
sure.
you?
So it's at Jamie Schreiner Sings on TikTok, Instagram, and I think YouTube as well, but definitely Jamie Schreiner, Facebook too. And come to the show on the 14th. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, she'll be at the Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Thank you all.
Yeah. And you can see Corn Baby on YouTube.
Yes, you
That's
can.
where I
And
watched it.
you can show up on the 14th, and
Perfect.
I'll fight you. I'll show y'all how confrontational I can
Nice.
be.
Ooh, yeah.
Bah, bah,
Nice.
bah.
All
That's a
right.
challenge. Boom.
Man, she adjusted to the squad real fast.
She's bringing the pink boxing gloves.
She'll call her the
folks.
Pink Fury.
Pink Fury.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, Jamie, we're looking forward to
I'm
seeing
excited
you.
too. Bye,
All
y'all. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, she's still coming
She's
To
still
the-
coming. What are you
to
talking
the show. You didn't scare her.
Well, why would I scare
I
her?
don't know. I'm just saying. You could be scary.
Me? What are you talking about? I'm like a puppy dog.
Oh, yes, that is right. A puppy dog.
Wouldn't you say so, JD?
Cute, fluffy little puppy dog.
You're like a puppy dog that was like left in a shelter for too long and doesn't trust anyone.
Was left in a shelter too long. Was bit by a rabid bat.
Probably got mange. And definitely licks its private parts too much.
Well, I mean, if I was a dog, I mean, you can reach it then.
Yeah.
You're pretty adept at it then. So,
Yeah.
Or
if I
if
had
you're
trained
Gene
myself,
Henderson.
yeah. If you got a hog, yeah. If I had trained myself from a young age, I probably could, but I did not. Mistake on my part.
I mean, I started doing yoga yesterday, so you could try that, like that forward fold thing is a thing, and you could get closer and closer if you could do forward bend and
Mhm.
seated forward bend. So, I mean, there's hope still.
Fascinating.
Don't
You
let
might
Swan
be-
pull you, Beaveman. She's just trying to get in position for that new toy.
No, I'm just trying to get him to be able to do it for himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you might be a little hindered by your previous neck surgery, but
It's not necessary. I mean, I've got my AI. I got my AI girlfriend. I'll just chat with her. And then I'll just use the old hand.
The good news is, since your butthole's slick, it's more aerodynamic, so you can get into more contortion poses there.
So the aerodynamics of my butthole is going to help me bend, is what you're saying?
That's right, sir.
I'm going to take your word for it. I mean, I'm not an
As-
engineer. I'm not an aeronautical engineer. I'm going to say that
As
you're
someone
right.
who jumped out of planes, you know, drag is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. I probably could have descended a lot quicker had I not had so much of a bush in my crack.
And you might have whistled on the way down, too.
That's true. That's very possible. It
right.
is very possible. Well, that was a fun interview. Well, it was an interview. We don't do interviews. We just
No.
have people on and we chat.
It
We
was.
just chat. JD, have you seen the Paradise Lost documentaries from the 90s?
Yes.
Did you see the other two? Were their first appeal and then were they let out?
I've only seen the Paradise Lost, the, like, original, where they go around West Memphis and interview all the locals about what they thought about the situation.
Yeah, and yet did no investigating in any of the kids who were killed in their neighborhoods at all.
No.
Just ask questions about.
And I felt like that original Paradise Lost had a pretty, like, skewed point of view as well.
Oh, for sure. Anytime somebody does a documentary, it's always skewed. So you should watch the other two, though. It gets very interesting, especially by the third one, where the guy who was like the most vocal comes to the realization that they probably didn't do it. So it's actually pretty interesting.
Has a change of heart.
I don't remember because I didn't watch it, and we were talked about it, but I don't remember like if they never found out who really killed those kids, right?
No, because what happens is if you take the Alford plea, you're admitting guilt, but you still get let out.
So they never looked.
So they won't. So to them, the case is closed. To the state of Arkansas, the case is closed.
That's so shitty for like those families of those kids, and that's fucking horrible.
It is shitty. There's someone out there who killed those 3 kids who got away with it.
Hopefully they have syphilis and they died already. A horrible, painful death.
Well, I'm hoping something will change because I think that whole Alford plea thing is stupid.
I feel like something will change, but my gut feeling is that it will be like when it's way too late.
Yeah.
And those 3 gentlemen are, long past gone, and then something will come up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they found evidence of DNA that it didn't match in either 3 of them, which I was like, well, I could understand why they took the Alford plea. The reason why they took the Alford plea is because, like, the one kid, Jason, didn't want to take it. He wanted to go to court.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because he figured they would get off. And they probably would have. And the reason why the state of Arkansas wanted them to take the plea also was because they didn't want to spend the money to go to court again.
Right.
Just to
so
have.
they all or nothing had to take the plea.
Hold on.
And it was a double-edged sword for them because they wanted out of jail so bad.
Right.
They're going to take anything that they're presented with.
And there's no guarantee they would have had a speedy trial. And so if you don't have a speedy trial, and if there isn't enough stuff like to go for the trial, then Damien was on death row.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say that they couldn't have pushed his sentence up and be like, fucking kill him.
That's horrible.
So was the main reason why that the third guy, Jason, decided to take it, because he was afraid that they would put his friend to death before they ever got a trial. Which, I mean, like, is that realistic? Because if you're appealing or you're in an appeal process and you're supposed to have another trial, isn't all that stuff supposed to be suspended? I don't know.
Well, I think, too, it factors in, Arkansas is not afraid of the death penalty either, so it's like they will execute.
Yeah, in Arkansas, Arkansas, isn't that where they're trying to pass the child labor laws too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can work at 8. I think,
doesn't Arkansas still use the gallows as their performed?
They're still hanging people?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know. I like the states. Well, I like it when it used to be where you could choose, like how you could be executed. I'm like, that's a good idea. Because I would totally have taken guillotine. I'll take the guillotine.
I mean, it's quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so quick you're still alive for a few seconds there.
Yeah.
Make sure that blade's real sharp.
Yeah, but really, if you think about it, you shouldn't be in pain because it would have cut off the transmission to your brain.
All your nerves are severed. You're not feeling much.
So,
I honestly think they should just go with the uniform firing squad and be done with it.
Yeah, the problem with that, though, is that there's only one person who has an actual bullet. And nobody knows who has it. And nobody knows who has it. And if you just happen to be a bad shot, you're the one who has it, and you're like, the guy's just standing there, you're like, oh, shit.
I get why they do that, because they don't want the guilt to be on anyone.
Right. Yeah.
But, you're an executioner in a firing squad. Are you that worried about it?
Yeah, and really, you could take, like when you do the ranges in, like, basic training, there's a live fire range at the end, and those guns that are firing are on a mechanical device. There's not actually anybody firing them. There's not a person that's firing them.
Right.
So you could just set a timer and just have them, just have the M60 just cut that person in half.
There you go. Well, shit, nowadays you could have a drone pull the trigger.
Oh, yeah, you could do that too. And just have some kid in, like, another country who's working the drone and he thinks he's playing a video game.
There you go.
When you said, like...
Johnny from Mumbai on tech support with the joystick.
Yeah.
I don't think a drone should do it. I think, like, you should, when you said, like, they're set up on, like, auto or whatever, I think, like, an auto pitcher for, like, baseball. Like, it's just, like, throwing a ball. Just a
mechanical arm whipping bullets at people?
Yes.
That'd be kind of fun if you just make them spiked balls. And he has to stand in for just standing through the tennis ball, the baseball thrower. Yeah. Or you just let him get hit by baseballs. That would suck.
I was always a proponent of the death penalty being whatever means that particular person that's being executed murdered someone with.
Well, I like that theory. I've thought of that. Like if you like slowly tortured and whatever, that's how you get killed. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The thing is, you're going to have to find equally twisted individuals to enact that punishment.
I feel like I would do it. I mean, no questions asked. Like if you were 100% convicted, like you admitted it and that we proved that you did that, I don't think, and maybe that makes me godlike or something. I don't know, like want to be godlike, whatever, but I would totally take and do it for you.
I feel like that's a good opportunity for weapons testing.
Right.
Also, like, what do you think of this new rifle? Well, let's try it out.
Oops, that didn't work.
How well it works. Nope, that's a piece of shit.
Sit still, buddy.
Try again.
Somebody give me the hammer. We know the hammer works.
Now all I can think about is bunny rabbits getting shampoo in their eyes. Like we're gonna animal test.
Oh yeah,
people.
Poor bunnies.
Like,
And lipstick.
Oh, poor bunnies. Oh.
You know they inject them with that. They don't put it on their. They just inject them.
They rub it in their eyes.
No,
I've seen it. I've seen it. They rub it on their eyes. And they're like, oh, poor bunnies. Like,
That's how you get bunnies like from Monty Python.
Yeah,
They just attack on sight.
exactly. As well they should.
I feel like it's probably that time.
You feel like that's the time?
It's probably that time.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got the topic this week, unless JD's got something.
I don't have a manic minute at all.
Okay.
So go for it.
All right. Well, now is the time of the show where we get a deep glimpse into the psychosis that is the Swan. We give you Swan's Manic Minute. Swan, your topic
Oh, boy.
is posers.
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 It's one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even in this room is now done for having listened. There was no point. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Posers. I don't really know about posers. I mean, I think a lot of people are posers. I know a lot about posers, but I was gonna try to tell you that if you're a poser, you're a piece of crap. Because why don't you just be who you are and be real? Because posing is like fucking lying. Being a liar and you're trying to sell your lie. So you got to be really good at it if you want to actually sell your pose. Because if you're a liar and you're not good at it, you're making up fucking lies. But you can't even keep your lies straight. So like one day you're like a fucking rock star, and then the next day you're like a fucking, I don't even know, because I'm not a poser. I'm just telling the truth. So just tell the truth. It works better than being a poser. So you're pretending like you have a lot of money, but you show up in a fucking beat up piece of shit car. Oh wait, my car's in the shop. My BMW's in the car. My BMW's in the car shop. No. I mean, next time you have a Ferrari. Oh, I don't have a Ferrari either. And like the lie keeps getting bigger. And like the first liar never loses. That's like a rule. So if you make up your lie, you got to stick to that shit. But then actually write your lies down or actually believe them yourself. Because if you're being a poser and you're not, like we had a guy that I knew that he thought he was a rapper. And he was trying to tell everybody that he was a rapper. And we're like, where's your stuff? Can we see your stuff? And that was when the internet really wasn't big. And he's like, yeah, my agent, he's like working on my record and stuff. And it's coming out really soon. And then, we're like, can we see it? And like, yeah, I can rap right now. We're like, okay, rap right now. And then he makes some excuse why he can't rap. Because like,
I let her go for a little while longer because I was interested in the rapping story.
Yeah. He's like,
can you wrap up the rapping story?
The wrap up. And yeah, maybe he meant he was like a rapper, like a package rapper.
Oh, like at Hudson's.
Like fucking
Macy's.
UPS and shit. But yeah, he tried to like,
Yeah.
he was like this chubby white guy
You
that.
don't have to yell now. You don't have to yell anymore.
But you got me excited about it. Like,
This is the only time she's been excited. Hi-yo.
Hiyo.
So, Swan, you're telling me there was a chubby white guy from Michigan that wanted to be a rapper but wasn't good at it?
Correct.
I don't believe you.
I know, right? That's why I was like, show us your stuff. He's like, oh, my demo, I'm like working on it. And like, it's going to be cut real soon. I'm like, your demo. So basically you are like not even a rapper because you don't have anything recorded. You're just like somebody who talks shit in your mom's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom's
Also known
moldy basement.
as a rapper.
As a rapper. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He just does seasonal work.
Hiyo.
Around Christmas time.
Macy's.
At Macy's.
He's an expert at bows.
Yeah. Not that kind of bows.
The bows, the stereos.
Not bows, but bows.
Bows, like
Bows.
Yeah, ribbons.
Bows over bars.
Yes.
Okay then. Well, we've had
Okay,
fun.
then. We have.
We've had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fun was had.
Yay!
Fun was had.
Let the war continue. Let the rivalry continue.
I've already forgot about him.
I know it was fun. It won't last long because we have
Dignity.
more important things to think about.
Mm.
Okay. I don't have anything to promote. I don't believe. I am going to be spending a lot of time working on the podcast. That's my goal. We do have a new open mic that we're going to have to start promoting, which will be fun. I'm excited about that.
You could promote. That's something to promote, right? Is it public knowledge yet? It's public knowledge. It's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out. Yeah, we're going to start having a new venue for an open mic every first and third Tuesday at Wax Wings Brewery on Gull Road. It's going to be from 7 to 9, which means translated to I'm going to do from 7 to 8:30. So we can wrap it all up. So we're going to have, that will be a lot of fun. I'm excited. And I
Where's
want-
Gull Road? I mean, I don't know.
Gull Road
where
is in
that
Kalamazoo, Michigan. Gull Road.
What is this Mike's
Kalamazoo.
last name?
It's
Open. That's his first name. Mike's his last name.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Biatch. Open mic. Biatch. It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to do it. And some more expansion of the great Slaptail Nation. Get on out there and enjoy local comedy. And that's it for me, the Beaveman. Adios. Much facos.
And from the Swan, our next third annual Slap Your Tail Comedy Pride Show is Saturday, June 14th
Yeah.
at the Dormouse
Yeah.
Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan. We are headlining Jamie Schreiner, who you just heard today. Pretty fucking excited about that. Featuring Danny Lang. And our opener is going to be the one and only Nicole Melnick. Oh, why did she get that?
I don't know. How about this one instead?
Yeah, I guess that's fine. And hosted by our very own Beaveman.
Ooh.
Jay Dizzle booed you. So get your tickets now.
And I'm throwing this out there right now. It's $15 in advance,
Uh-huh.
$20 at the door.
Uh-huh.
I will be waiving the $20 at the door. It'll be $15.
Ooh, $15 for everybody, but
What?
still get them
$15.
now
Get 'em now.
because you don't want to miss this. It's going to be freaking dope.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty gay, but
That's what we want it to be. It's Pride Month, JD.
It's not just gay. It's everything.
Everybody's
Be
included.
who you are. It's never
Be
too
who you
early, and
are.
it's never too late for pride, baby.
oh
And
my
just don't be an
gosh.
asshole. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, Jay.
I mean, or be an asshole, but still be a good human.
Or be a bleached asshole.
Or a naked asshole.
Make-
Or
Slippery.
be
Aerodynamic.
stretched 3 times the size like Nolan Johncox.
Yeah.
Poor Nolan. It was his childlike asshole, though. It was a turd baby, and it probably has fixed itself by then. I don't
One
want to
would hope.
know.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. All right. And what was I going to say? I had something important to say, and I don't remember what it was.
I don't know.
And that's okay.
Bye from the Swan.
Thanks for having me as always, guys. Keep listening. If you're out there listening to the Slaptail Nation, tell your friends, tell your family, anybody that would be interested, get the word out there. We're trying to grow, so eventually we can get paid to do this shit and not have to work real jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as always, remember, humans are the real monsters in this world.